Hello everybody, this is an astrological forecast for Aries for May of 2012. This also applies if you have an Aries ascendant. So Aries, this month, it's going to be a great deal of focus actually on yourself, on you, on your personal growth, on your finances, on the way you communicate, on your relationships, but a lot of it coming from your own perspective. So Aries, you're a trailblazer anyway, but this is really a month not to wait for anybody else to give you the okay, to tell you this is the time to make a move. No, this is a month to move forward yourself in your own self-growth and your own self-development. We've got Mercury and Uranus conjunct in your first house in the middle of the month. So this is going to be very good for new ideas, coming up with stimulating encounters, maybe your life speeding up a little bit just around the middle of the month. At the same time, around the middle of the month as well, second and third week, we've got the Sun conjunct Jupiter in your second house of finance. So this can be a very fortunate aspect. In fact, it can bring more money into your life, or at least the opportunity to make more money. It also can mean that the money's just going out very quickly. You might be being a little too extravagant or a little over-optimistic about your finances. So that aspect has a double-edged sword. It can work both ways. But ideally, you want to take opportunities at that time connected with your finances. The most important thing happening this month is the fact that Venus, the planet of love and money, is going retrograde. Goes retrograde on the 15th of May until the 26th of June. So it's about a 6-week period. It happens every 18 months. For you, this Venus retrograde is happening in your third house. Well, anyway, under a Venus retrograde, you really should be re-examining anything about a retrograde is re-examining, re-evaluating anything connected with that planet that's retrograde. So if it's Venus, it's your finances, it's your money. Equally for you, with it being in the third house, it's a good time for revision, for study, for revising. Also, during Venus retrograde, it's not a good time for starting anything new financially, but it's a very good time for renegotiating. So if you're in negotiations about something, good time to renegotiate it. It's also a very good time for selling something, for getting a good price, because very often during Venus retrograde, which is why I shall alert you, it's not a good time to go out and buy high ticket items. And if you do, keep your receipts and your guarantees, just in case. Likelihood is after Venus goes direct, you don't like them anymore. Same with a relationship. You may meet somebody you really like, and then when Venus goes direct, it's like, oh, that wasn't really the kind of person I thought you were, and I don't like you anymore. So as far as anything connected with communications is concerned, you might want to look at your social circle, the people around you. Your social circle may, in fact, your social life may in fact slow down a little during this Venus retrograde to give you time to reevaluate the people in your life, your environment, the people around you. It gives you time to do that. And if there really is anything you want to sell, you want to get shot of, do it during the Venus retrograde, because people don't quite know the value of money and things in the normal way when Venus is direct. We've got Mars still in your 6th house, so it's a good time to put energy into your physical health, your physical well-being, to start a new exercise regime, and also to put energy into your work area. You may find that there's a possibility of a fight in your work area or some kind of a conflict in your work area, particularly towards the end of the month. Maybe just try to make sure you're doing the things that you want to do in your own way, and then you won't get into any kind of fights. We've still got Saturn going on in your 7th house, so a lot of lessons that you still have to learn in relationships, how to balance out your needs with the needs of somebody else. We've got, towards the end of the month, we've got Venus trine to Saturn, Saturn in the 7th, to this Venus retrograde, which is a good time for re-evaluating anything connected with business, with finance. And it's a good time for business and finance only if you are conservative and careful. Remember, Saturn wants you to be careful. The last week of the month, we've got Sun conjunct Mercury in your third house, so you should have a lot of good ideas and good thinking processes. So allow those ideas to come through so that you can make best use of this Venus retrograde by re-evaluating your finances and your relationships, so that when it goes direct at the end of June, then you'll be ready and you'll be freer in those areas of your life. So there you have it. I wish you a great month. I thank you very much for listening. Thank you to those of you who do comment or subscribe or get in touch. I'm always delighted to hear from you. Thank you very much for listening. Bye for now.